Hello, a very good morning to all of you. Myself Vivek Prakash Yadav and I am here to take your biology class of class 11th. And in our continuous series of classes, we are dealing with the chapter photosynthesis and we are moving forward to end our topic. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis. Yes, the factors which affect the photosynthesis. Now, we all know very well that photosynthesis is a process through which what happened, the plant able to fix light energy or solar energy in the form of chemical energy, okay, as a carbohydrate or in the form of food. So when we are going to discuss about the factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis, there are two factors, okay, in broad sense, okay, factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis are see, first one is your internal factor. Okay, that is plant internal structure, or we can say genetic makeup. We will discuss in detail later. And the second that we used to say is external factor. So what we can say that the rate of photosynthesis in the case of plant can be affected by mainly two reasons, two factors. One is your internal factors and another one is your external factors. So first of all, we are going to discuss with the internal factors. Okay, what are the internal factors that needs to be affect the rate of photosynthesis? Now, when we talk about the internal factor which affect the rate of photosynthesis, is see, photosynthesis is a very much important process, because if the rate of photosynthesis will be proper, then only the conversion of light energy and storage of that energy, like in our crop field, we grow different kinds of crops. Okay, so what is the reason behind that? To fulfill our food demand or energy demand. So we used to grow such kind of plant which have the greater capacity, or we try to provide such conditions that the rate of photosynthesis will be in its maximum conditions, so that we can get proper yield. Okay. So I told you that internal factors. So what are internal factors? We can say is age of the plant, correct, or leaf age of the leaf. Okay, we can say orientation of leaf, okay, size of the leaf, okay, mesophyll cells number, then position of chloroplast, again here you can add one more thing, that is genetic makeup of the plant, okay, genetic makeup of plant. So there are many factors like this, which are considered as internal factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis. Now we can discuss how. In the first age of the leaf, we all know very well that at old age, whether it is the animal, human beings, okay, or other, the metabolic activity or the biochemical process which takes place is not at its proper rate or sufficient amount. Okay, so if the leaf is is become old, the what happens, the photosynthetic parts or organelles like chloroplast or other features, other structures which need to be there in photosynthesis, they also get affected. So simple that in old or age leaf, the rate of photosynthesis is less. Orientation. What do you mean by orientation? See, when you are going to observe different types of plant, you will see the arrangement of leaf. Okay, arrangement of leaf is different. Okay, in different patterns. So here it means that the one plant in which the orientation of leaf is in such a way. Okay, the orientation of leaf is in such a way that a proper amount of light is going to be fall on the leaf. Okay, proper amount of light going to be fall on the leaf. Okay, then that will absorb good amount of light. Okay, so the rate of photosynthesis is also going to be increased. That point of view, orientation means how what is the arrangement of leaf. Okay, now size of leaf. Yes, this portion, this factor, this point also going to play important role. If the size of the leaf is large, what will be happen? The surface area also going to be large. Okay. After calculating these factors, we come to another topic that is going to be have some reason with this topic. But size of leaf means if the size of the leaf will be more, the surface area will be increased. So the larger amount of light going to be fall on the leaf. Mesophyll cells. We all have studied about C3 cycles, C4 cycles, and we have studied the importance of mesophyll cells. Yeah, because actually mesophylls are the cells where the chloroplast going to be present, which contain the chloroplast. So that is also going to play important role. If the mesophyll cells are good conditions, structure is good, size and shape of the mesophyll cells are good, then what will be happen? The rate of photosynthesis is going to be improved, or it will be in better condition. Position of chloroplast. Yes, their plant are classified depending on that also, that in the mesophyll cell, what is the position of the chloroplast and what is the shape of the chloroplast. Okay, so position and shape of the chloroplast also going to affect the rate of photosynthesis, because we all know very well it is the chloroplast type of cell organelles which contain the chlorophyll pigment. Yes, one more point you can say here, that concentration of chlorophyll pigment. Okay, concentration of chlorophyll pigment, because it is chlorophyll pigment which trap the light energy and they are present where in the chloroplast. Okay, so the position of the chloroplast, okay, shape of the chloroplast. Then genetic makeup of the plant. It means that when we are going to talk about genetic makeup, so we all know the structure of the plant, the cell structure, position, shape, their adaptation to the different environment. All these factors going to be affect that what kind of habitat they are well properly adapted. So these are, we can say, internal features or factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis. See one more thing. Now we will move towards the external factors. Okay, what are the external factors? Hope you people have clear with these points of internal factors. Now what are external factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis? So what are the external factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis? First is your light. You all know photosynthesis start itself with light. Okay. Then your carbon dioxide concentration. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide concentration. Third, temperature. See, light and temperature both are going to play different. In suppose in night, though we don't have light, but the temperature is there, a particular temperature is maintained there. So light, carbon dioxide and temperature. The last that we used to know as water. Okay, amount of water, simply we can say water. So all these four factors that we have mentioned here, that is light, carbon dioxide concentration, temperature and water, all these factors simultaneously going to affect the rate of photosynthesis. It's not like only one factor is important, all these factors are necessary, and suppose that three factors are going to be in proper amount and another factor is not in proper amount. Okay, suppose these three are in proper amount and this one is not proper amount. So all these factors need to be in proper condition, then only the rate of photosynthesis is going to be occur successfully. Okay, because any of these factors going to become limiting, okay, in less amount, not in proper amount, then that is going to affect the rate of photosynthesis, because all these factors are related with each other. Okay, all these factors are related with each other. Now before going in details with all these factors, there is one very much important point that we need to be discussed, and that is law of limiting factors. Okay, we will discuss one by one, but before that we will discuss one more thing. Now, the next thing that we are going to discuss is very much important, that is the law of limiting factors. The law of limiting factors. Now, what do you mean by the law of limiting factors? Actually, Blackman's, okay, in 1905, Blackman's given the law of limiting. Okay, who gave? In 1905, okay, in 1905, Blackman give the law of limiting factors. Okay, so what is law of limiting factors? Okay, what is law of limiting factors? See, before the law of limiting factor, which is put forward by the Blackman, it was believed that there are single factors. Okay, there are single factors which can affect the rate of photosynthesis. But according to law of limiting factors, when a biochemical process, processes, like you can take example photosynthesis processes, when a biochemical processes can be affected by more than one factor, affected by more than one factors, okay, more than one factor, and the one which value, okay, the one which value is nearer, the one which value is nearer, the one which value is nearer the amount, the one which value is nearer the amount to decrease the output, of reaction, or we can say process. Okay, so what I was saying, that if a chemical process is affected by more than one factors, then its rate will be determined. Okay, then its rate will be determined by the factor which is nearest to its minimum. Okay, which is nearest to its minimum. Okay, which is nearest to its minimum amount. Okay, minimum amount or value. Okay, and that factor is going to be affect the rate of photosynthesis or that biochemical. So in the same way, that is law of limiting factor, more than one factor is going to affect the rate of a reaction. Okay, rate of a reaction, then it is known as law of limiting factors. Now in case of photosynthesis, okay, in case of photosynthesis, as we have discussed, there are different types of factors which affect the rate of photosynthesis, like light, then carbon dioxide concentration, then temperature, and then water. So when we are going to talk about the first factor, that is light. Okay, see, we will discuss a little bit introduction in the next class. We will discuss about all the factors, because time is getting exceeded. See, what I say, that what are those four factors which are going to affect the rate of photosynthesis, that is external. First you say what? Light. Okay, light. Second is your CO2 concentration. Third is your temperature, and fourth one is your water. When we are going to talk about light, see, we know that only 10% of the light energy, or even we can say all light energy which fall on the plant, of that only 1% is going to be consumed by plant, and the 1% which is consumed by the plant, which is taken as 100%, of that only 10%, okay, of that only 10% is get stored in the form of food, okay, which can be transferred to the next organism which is going to feed on that plant. Okay, and all other are used by them for their growth, development, and for their own purpose. Okay, so what I am going to say, only 1%. So light is actually present in everywhere. Okay, so light is not actually the limiting factor. Light is not going to act as limiting factors. Exception with this, only exception with plant. On this, light can act as a limiting factors. Only exception with plant in shade. Suppose the plant is in shade, which is not able to get proper amount of light. Then small plant, we can say small plant which are present, small plant which are present in dense forest. In dense forest, I mean to say that suppose the forest is very much dense. Okay, the forest is very much dense and the light not able to penetrate in the ground region where small plants and grasses are there. So in that case, light may act as limiting factor. But in other general condition, light is not going to act as the limiting factor. Okay. First thing. Second thing, actually it is incident light. Okay. It is your incident light. Okay. Which light? Incident light. Incident light is required for the photosynthesis. Okay, which light? Incident light. And after a particular, this 10%, as I told you, 10% light which is going to be received by the plant, okay, incident light which is received by the plant for the photosynthesis, and if the light is more than this 10%, if the incident light fall on the plant is more than 10% is going to be absorbed, then what will be happen? That is going to break down the chloroplast. That is going to break down the chloroplast. As a result, what will happen? The rate of photosynthesis going to be decreased. Okay, so with this we are going to finish today's video or today's class. Okay, in the next class we are going to discuss about carbon dioxide, temperature and water, and few things which are left which related to light, that also we are going to be discuss. Okay, with that, thank you.